We're picking jerseys. Picking jerseys for the team. Yeah. For the North Carolina basketball team.
Come on, sweetie, let's go. Good girl. All right, you guys ready? Come on over. Ooh, wait a second. Ooh, this is what you're gonna pick for your selection order. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. First of all, did everyone thank their parents?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know to, but
okay. So here's what we're gonna do. In this hat, there are all the way the number of kids that are here. That's gonna be the pick order that you pick. And then the first person up gets to pick their jersey that's the number that they want. Okay? Number 2, who's number 2?
number 2.
Kendall, right here. Move on down, who got 5? Whoa, good one. What number? 6. So who got 7?
6, 7.
Okay, Courtney.
Move down. Who got 15?
Elon, move.
Who got 16? Okay, you're down here, Bodie.
Let's go first. That way I can tee up the thing.
Okay. Kendall, you get to go first. Come on, buddy.
Okay, Kendall, what number are you going to get? Do you know what jersey you're getting?
Which one do you think you want? Do you know who's who? Oh, that is a great choice.
Look, I didn't power through the struggle just to let a
You
little
go,
trouble
Tisa.
knock me out of my
Woo!
position and interrupt the vision after everything I witnessed.
Oh,
After all of these
Talina.
decisions, all these miles, feet, inches, they can't
Lenny
add
Grant.
to the distance that I have been through just to get to a place where even if there's
Ooh,
no
Laila
closure,
Harris.
I'm still safe.
Go.
I still ache from trying to keep pace. Somebody
Elina.
give me a
So
sign.
that
I'm
goes
starting
to
lose faith.
Charlotte.
We had it on my dreams and the nightmares. How did I
Ooh,
lose
Nyla
it when
Brooks.
I was right there? Now I'm so far.
Yes,
Feels like it's all
Indya
about the pieces. Tell me
Nivar.
why the world never fights fair. I'm trying to find home, a place where I can go to take
What?
this all.
Yeah.
Go Heels!
That is a wrap.
Long time coming. Someone take me.
91-82 is going to be your final score tonight. Tar Heels got it back to single digits at the end, but ultimately number 2 South Carolina takes this one. Plenty of positives for the Tar Heels, some negatives as well. Game will not count, obviously, as an exhibition, but a great learning opportunity for these two teams here tonight.
So we get to see like where we're at, like CP said. Like the same team we are now is not the same team we're going to be in March. We took a lot from this and we can learn a lot from it.
There's too many possessions where we were playing defense really hard and then we'll lack in like the next 30. That needs to be the mindset going forward. On defense, it's every single possession.
What did you guys say to each other?
Defense.
Yeah, defense is a hard team to guard. They got a lot of good players.
Definitely after the South Carolina game, we weren't satisfied with our defensive performance. Just felt like we didn't focus on the details of that end.
What we wanted by scheduling this is to see your margin of error is this small. Guys, to get where we want to go, this is the margin of error. It is this small. So we got to be even sharper defensively, right? There's an added sense of purpose that you captains get now in practice. Like, oh, okay, good. Now we see where we're at defensively. Now we see where we need to go.
That was a great opportunity for us to test out our defense and see where we needed to improve. I think that was one of the best teams that we could have played so early. And I think defensively is all about consistency and energy. We have all of that, but we just need to piece it together when it really matters.
2 games, we'll use those as competitive opportunities, but we're gonna get better at things that happen all the time, right? That's the big picture. The smaller picture is it was the first college basketball game at Carolina for a lot of people in this locker room. Way to be what we need at this point in the season, right? You guys are tough, you lean into learning, you don't let a bad day, a bad possession change your journey. Keep going.
It's a great group of young people, and they've just been flooded with confidence, and I just loved how they approach the game. And yeah, I'm very excited because each day they're getting better.
Was it very clear that we need everybody on this journey?
Yes.
Everybody, right? So it's not like, I hope India plays better, I hope Brian plays better. It's I hope I continue to get better. We do that, we're gonna like where we are, right? So those of you who are new to the program, new to college basketball, welcome, right? We're in for quite a ride.
journey officially begins. Year 7 of the Courtney Banghart era for the North Carolina Tar Heels women's basketball team commences with the program firmly entrenched as one of the ACC's upper echelon teams.
Heading into the season, me as a leader, I definitely put emphasis on it during practice, making sure that we're actually focusing on the little details of the defensive game plan.
All right, let's talk about defending anything. In this game, what I mean by that is we're not going to bail out foul. Right, we started our film by showing you the bailouts. We have to get better at this tonight, and we're going to guard the ball. You're going to trust yourself and others. And we trust ourselves and we trust our teammates as we get our ball pressure down.
That's really, really important. That's one of the things that our coach emphasizes a lot is playing team defense and not just being your own defender.
Deep in the left wing, Shakuria Foster ball jarred for Nivar, picks it up, glides in, lays it in with the right hand. Indya Nivar, defense to offense.
It's the guard. How we have to defend. We have to stop them from driving.
It's slot drive.
It's slot driving.
So make sure you're running around with your hands up, trying to get deflections.
I feel like I try not to let them think that just because they're young, the mistakes are acceptable, because I need them to play their best since this is my last season. But they've been very open to our leadership and our feedback to them.
Baseline, right, cuts in, scored, and won. Carolina gets the season opening win. They reach 90 points and win this one 90-42.
I feel like I always led by example throughout my career, but the vocal leadership is what we really needed coming into this year.
Want to know? I feel like we still need to get better on defense. Like that's going to make or break the season right there. Like we have the offense, we have the scorers.
It hasn't always been easy. I'm still learning every day how I should approach it, but I just know I want to lead in my own way. Just trying to learn every day because I want to take this team as far as we can take it this year since it's my last year.
Like we should be aggressive in the passing lanes. Defense is what wins games. And I feel like once we turned up our intensity on defense, we got easier shots and we started making them.
Walker's pass tipped away, taken away by Kelly into the backcourt. Renaya dish off for a cutting Nivar. Oh, she lays it in with the right hand. Carolina led this game just 22-20. Since that time, they have outscored Elon 42-13. Oh, no look pass behind her back to Henderson, who catches and lays it in. Another Carolina steal. That should be number 19. Nivar will exit with 13 points and 6 steals.
I feel like each game we have been getting better at it. The intensity has picked up, and I feel like everyone is really buying into being a defensive team, which we were last year. I feel like people doubted that this year. But we have all we need to be a great defensive team.
We got to lock into the details on defense. Like once we started pressuring the ball, we started getting easy shots on offense. That's how we get ourselves going. Mm-hmm. Defense to offense.
Yes. Indya, I'm happy for you because the statistics are part of it, right? But you've really stepped up as a leader for this team.
Yeah.
That is not easy for you to do, right? But this is very clearly important enough to you. The other one I want to shout out is Kayla. Because tonight, I don't know if you guys knew this, we were going to honor her for her shift from going from being a player and having to retire to being an assistant, right? And then obviously she ended up in the hospital. So that really changed things, right? And she said, I'm going to be there tonight. She could have so easily stayed home tonight. There's so much right there, resilience and love. She said, Coach, I love you and I love this team, I'm going to be there, right? We have so many things that are going for us, even when things don't go well for us individually, right? You guys have to lean in and watch the film and decide that however you have to show up to be better, you're going to do that.
The Elon game, we weren't too satisfied with how we played, especially how we started that game. Entering practice with a hunger and, a want to get better, especially heading into play the number 3 team in the country, watching a lot of film and then, getting our offensive flow. We're still trying to get our rhythm with that, where each player can find, where they want to attack in the offense.
On behalf of this entire crew and Global .x, it is our pleasure to welcome you to Las Vegas.
We're here! Oh my God! This is fire! I want to see the Eiffel Tower!
Lights are out at Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Site of tonight's highly anticipated early season clash between number 11 Carolina and number 3 UCLA. The Bruins certainly among the favorites to return to the Final Four and win a national championship this year. Elina Aarnisalo, 5'10 sophomore from Helsinki, Finland, who transferred from UCLA, spent last year as a Bruin, running the point now for Carolina.
It's very different. I always joke about it, like PE classes, like when we were young, like we might go skiing, or like cross-country skiing. I remember when I walked to school when I was young and I had my ice skates with me because it's so cold outside. But also just the culture is different. People aren't as, you would say, loud and everything isn't that big. But that's something I love about Finland. First, I started playing tennis. I was around 6 years old when I was doing that, 7 years old. But then I kind of got bored of it, and my mom was like, we should try other sports. And since my first practice, I fell in love with basketball, and I was like, I really want to do this. So I kind of knew from an early age that I wanted to come to the States. It was something like when I saw older Finnish players go to the States to play college basketball, I was like, oh, that's something I want to do too. Maybe middle school, end of middle school was kind of when I realized it's something I can actually do. And then I ended up going to Belgium first while I was still in high school, kind of leaving the country, leaving my family a little bit behind. The biggest thing was because I was playing against actual professional players. They would be 26-year-olds, 25-year-olds. Some would already been played in the WNBA or some were still playing in the WNBA. Playing against those players and seeing them in real life, practice, play, everything, and just seeing their mindset was really eye-opening. Also, I think just the aspect of playing Euro Cup, traveling to different countries, seeing different styles of basketball and just learning about the IQ and everything, little parts of it is something I think people don't usually get here in high school. UCLA is a great school academically, and also the athletics is great. I think that drew me there.
Hi everyone, moi kaikille! Tänään pääsitte katsoa meidän UCLA-treenejä, kun mä oon mic'd up.
As a freshman, there's always struggles with confidence, playing, just getting adjusted to a new place. For me, a new country and a new culture. Being in Los Angeles is something very different than being in Finland or Helsinki. But I still think it was a great year, learned so much about myself, about college basketball. I think on the court I can seem pretty neutral, my face is very neutral all the time. I make an and one, I'm not the one who's gonna be celebrating the hardest, or I block someone, I'm not gonna be shouting in their face. I think that's not who I've grown into being, or as an athlete. I'm really competitive, and still, even though I'm not doing all that, I want to win and I'll do anything to win.
Okay, we got breaking news. Elina Aarnisalo decides to enter the transfer portal.
I think my first Zoom call or FaceTime with Coach Banghart, it was a really good phone call. I had a really good impression of her from the first minutes she started talking.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of E's game. I mean, I was watching it back when she was playing internationally. I've seen her more than most.
I entered the transfer portal, started getting phone calls from different schools. And I think just that first phone call with her again, kind of brought back those memories, or that view what I had when I was still considering where I should go in the first place. She makes you feel recognized and really brings out your aspects and your values and what you're good at in basketball, but it's not only praising you, it's giving you advice and everything. I made sure she knows what my goals are as a player. I want to make it to WNBA, so I know she will support me in every way to make that happen. Of course, my role on the team, she knows my background. She knows that I made it to Final Four and had a good run with UCLA, so she really emphasized that I will bring that to the team, bring that competitiveness, that winning mindset, and also just have a big presence on the court vocally and just do my thing. She will give me the ball and let me do my thing.
Pull up to the foul stripe. Aarnisalo scores on her former team. Rebound down to Aarnisalo, who streaks to the direction, down the paint, lays it in just before the horn. And Elina Aarnisalo finishes the first quarter with 8 points against her former team. What a start for Aarnisalo.
No, I think it's going to be a great game for our team. It's going to be a great game also for UCLA to play against us. I mean, it's going to be a fun one, to see my old teammates again, see the coaching staff again. Of course, it's going to be really weird, really weird playing against them, but I know they're coming back as a Final Four team, so they're going to be good too. I think it's just to see how these two teams us and them have had our preseasons and built this team for this season.
Tar Heels fall tonight despite a great effort from Elina Aarnisalo, the former UCLA Bruin, taking on her old team at UCLA. Would go on their big run to put it away, though, a little bit later in the third quarter.
We gotta get better. We have to do better. Everybody, including me, we all gotta do better.
When we scheduled this game, right, we knew this was a part of our journey to March. That's what we're doing. It's a very intentional journey to March.
I feel like I was very hopeful after that game because, it's good to have those tests earlier on because that's what's going to prepare us for March.
Okay, how do we respond when we're pissed off? How do we respond when we're tired? How do we respond when things don't go our way? That's part of our journey to March, right? It's not all going to work out all the time that we want. It's just not. We're going to break it down and help us get to the next step because this is a feeling we want to make sure as we get through closer to March and we get into ACC play, it's not a feeling we have to have. Right? We have to have it early, I get it, but we're not going to keep having it.
So now here's perhaps one of the toughest challenges Carolina is going to face this entire season. Carolina playing this UCLA team, a tough test for a young team. Now, on one-day prep, how do you pick yourself back up, turn the page mentally, and face a team in Fairfield, back-to-back conference titles in the Metro Atlantic, off to an undefeated start this season?
We just got to be who we are and be the dogs that we know that we are and play the way that we play.
Even though we did want to come out with the win, we don't lull over the loss. I was ready to attack the next day with a lot of energy to get better and to win this next game against Fairfield.
We have another great opportunity, a very different type team on Saturday, right? And so how do we respond if we get hit in the face? I think I know how we're going to respond. You guys are going to be ready to go, ready to be prepared, starting tomorrow for a miracle. I think I know that, but you guys got to prove me right.
It's a new day, it's a new life.
And it's another foul on Indya Nivar. Nivar will sit 25 seconds in with 2 fouls. Van Vliet lets go a 3 that's good on a swish. Neely Van Vliet's first career 3-pointer just before the expiration of the first quarter clock gives Fairfield an 8-point lead.
I just felt like I was super prepared, so to get those early fouls were just very frustrating, but we responded really well. I feel like as a team, I feel like a lot of people stepped up.
Carolina comes out with some energy defensively. Fairfield turns it over for a 7th time. A strong take from Indya Nivar. The Tar Heels missed that in the first quarter. Aarnisalo straight away, cuts to the foul stripe, puts up a contested jumper that's good. And now Kelly reaches in, comes up with a steal. She'll drive in, lay it in with her right hand. Great start to the second quarter for the Tar Heels. Nivar drives, spins into traffic, up with the right hand, got it to tie the game. What was a 9-point Tar Heel deficit at one juncture in the first quarter has flipped into a 4-point lead as Carolina is outscoring Fairfield 14-2.
We're going to be as good as our bench is. I feel like for us to go far in the postseason, our depth is going to be what is going to help us get those wins.
Up top, Hull lets go a 3 that's good on a swish. 30-21 Carolina, a 15-0 Tar Heels spurts. Left wing 3 from Brooks is good on a swish. Nyla Brooks up to 5 points on the game. The Tar Heels outscore Fairfield 26-6 in the second quarter and take a 37-25 lead to the halftime locker room. Individually, Heels are balanced. Carolina has had 10 different players step on the court. 9 of them have scored. Laila Hull with 6, Nyla Harris with 6, tied for the team lead in scoring.
I think I always just trust in my own process and trust in the work that I've put in. Regardless of the amount of minutes that I play, I know what I can do, and I know what I've been working on, and I know the trust that I have in my teammates and the trust that my teammates have in me. And I think that's the most important thing, is just playing as hard as I can, and there's always going to be good results when I play hard. So.
Great penetrating move to the elbow. Out for Hull. Rises for 3. Knocks down another one. Laila Hull's third 3 of the game. One off a career high.
For the first while, it was just having good looks. I think it was my third 3. I was like, wait, I've hit multiple of them.
What we saw that game was nothing new. I feel like we see that in practice every day. Her hustle on the boards, on defense, her shot is knocked down. Like, she's one of the best shooters on our team, and I was just really proud that she showed it that game.
Hull receives straight away, rises up and sinks a 3. Laila Hull matches her career high with 4 made threes and 14 points.
My teammates have spoke nothing but confidence into me. To see that be like full display, like when I'm playing well, and them just being nothing but happy for me. It's very exciting to have teammates that will support you in that way. Like when you're not doing well, they know that you are gonna bounce back. When you are doing well, they're gonna celebrate you. I really appreciate that.
Carolina with a dominant back half of the third quarter takes control of the game and puts away the Stags. The Tar Heels win it in Vegas, 82-68.
That was a really good win, not just because it was a win, because of how you guys won. Right? I've been really hard on you, and I'm really proud of you. That was really fun to watch you guys come together.
Losses, wins, we always are looking for ways to get better, and I feel like we respond really well. But for our team to be successful, I feel like we're gonna have to focus on the details and then our chemistry.
This is just the start. We're gonna keep continuing to get better and continuing to grow together. And I think the sky is the limit for this team. Truly, we have some of the best talent in the country, some of the hardest workers in the country.
When we play our best is when we're all connected on the court. And for us to win a lot of games in this postseason, I feel like that's going to be the most important thing that we develop.